That one egg was 40 eggs?
That's a big fucking pile of garbage.
I'm the farting demon in this relationship.
I'd be an awesome rich person.
You're both just an embarrassment.
God, I'm awesome.
We're talking Tom Hanks and his vehicle.
Yeah, I had my finger in my mouth waiting for you to finish.
You gotta get 4 balls or something?
Dick piercing?
No, you know damn well fucking that demon is still sexy.
How could that be close and not be
Yeah,
right?
I'll kill some random dude.
If you want cheese, you get a milk.
You're waiting for me.
No, I can hate on it. It sucked. Boners.
Hey, everybody, welcome back to another brand new episode of Plotty Time. This week, guess what? No scientist. Bummer.
What?
Chump Slap's here.
Hey, now you can all celebrate.
Yeah, and we're going to be talking about a film. We're doing another Plotty Time watches because sometimes it's fun to just watch a movie. Like, you know what I mean? I never would have watched this movie.
No,
Regularly.
I didn't even know it was out until you said something.
Dude, I remember it came out, and I remember hearing about it like years ago, or a year ago, whatever. I heard it came out, no one talking about it, and then it just went away, and then I forgot, and then I remembered when we talked about this episode that it was a movie that exists.
Yeah, the ratings are not very good. I think it had like 28 on IMDb or Rotten Tomatoes, something. It was pretty terrible.
It's surprising because I think, you know, we're going to get into it. We're going to get in the nitty gritty, but just overall, the first Silent Hill movie they made, the one from like 2006 or something like that,
Yeah.
that was way better than this. And that was not a great movie.
No. This one followed the fucking game a lot more than I thought it did.
Yeah, that's what we'll get into that too. Because I mean, I'm over here. This is a good dichotomy we got here because I've played several of the Silent Hill games. I love Silent Hill 2. Last year when the remake came out, I played through that. I gave it one of my highest, if not my highest score ever on the podcast.
Oh, yeah.
I'm in this world. And I want to say when I watched the movie, I was watching it and I did get something out of it. Like something.
Yeah.
Because it is I think the most fan servicey movie I've ever seen.
Oh, yeah?
Oh my God. Yes.
I didn't even realize it was based on a game until the end when you see the final boss. And I was like, oh, fuck yeah, I remember that.
Oh, dude. This is amazing. This is going to be great to talk about because we watched this movie differently, you and I. Like,
yeah, apparently.
The most differently two people can watch it. And I think I have a pretty good grasp on what your thoughts will be about it at the end. Because I was watching it and I'm like, how would anyone who doesn't know anything about the lore of Silent Hill 2 have any idea what the fuck is happening?
No, yeah. I was like, what the fuck? And then I listened to the podcast we did in April of 2020.
Which you can go listen to.
It wasn't
right
bad.
Now.
We were actually, it sounded like we enjoyed doing the podcast back then.
Yeah, but did it?
Yeah.
Nice.
Scientist was laughing and shit. Whoa, it's weird.
Yeah, it's weird when I hear him laugh now. He doesn't have the same depth to it.
No.
Poor
it's too
guy.
forced anymore. He's dead inside.
The poor guy. And it's because enough of you didn't listen. No, I'm kidding. Thank you so much. We appreciate all of you listening. Every single 250 of you.
However many there
podcast.
are.
We love it.
12 to 250, whatever.
Yeah, we love it. You can also, let's do it at the top. Go to YouTube, like and subscribe. That really helps us out. When the video pops up on your feed, click on it. Now, no, go get a cup of coffee if you don't want to watch it. But
yeah, just click the like. Maybe put a comment in there or something.
Yeah, be like this. Okay, here's the thing. If you're hearing this, I want you to go to the next video that comes out. It's going to come out on next Tuesday.
Uh-huh.
Put in a comment on that YouTube video. I love hot dogs. Let's see how many I love hot dogs we can get on it. Okay.
And if you're first, write first. I love hot dogs first.
Always do it first. This is the goddamn internet. Some things don't change. I wish I could tell you what video it was, but I don't have it ready yet. So it'll be ready by the time that comes out.
Won't it be this video?
No, this is coming out on the...
Oh, these come out? Yeah, whatever. Doesn't matter.
These come out Thursday, and the videos come out on Tuesdays. Now, I changed it.
Yeah. So when this comes out Thursday...
This comes out on the 21st.
And then the next video that comes out on Tuesday will be this.
Will be the 20... No, this is the podcast, damn it. This is coming out
you're talking
on
about
the 21st.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Oh, my goodness. This is coming out on the 21st, Thursday. The video that comes out on the 25th.
Right.
26th. That's how days work. It's probably going to be, you know what? I'll just call it now. I'm releasing a epic 13-hour long video.
Watch the whole thing.
The entire stream of me playing Silent Hill F. you don't, well, if you loved us, you'd watch the whole thing. But if you don't have to. Just put in the comment, I love hot dogs.
Thumbs up and a comment. That's it.
I would love to see how many I love hot dogs we get on a 13-hour video that metrics say no one watched. That would be interesting.
It's like the longest watch is 15 seconds.
Yeah, they're the weirdest bots ever. Like, they're just so lazy. These has to be fake. But, all right. Definitely do that. Thank you. We love you. And this movie, directed by Christopher Gans. I don't know how you say it. I just know this is the same guy that did the first Silent Hill movie.
Oh, okay.
And the same writers. And, we'll try to like kind of loosely get through it because goddamn does it get obtuse.
It was a little hard to follow.
There's a lot of symbolism that, see, this is the thing. I feel like, and we're still broad stroking it here, but I feel like a lot of the context, like Silent Hill 2 is a puzzle and you are picking up random pieces from enemies, lore, cutscenes.
Right.
You're trying to figure out what the fuck is happening at all. And even you can beat the game and still have no idea what happened. That it's very easy in a Silent Hill game. I did it with Silent Hill F very recently. Yeah. You can see me play the entire game next Tuesday. But I love hot dogs. And then I could see how someone will watch this movie and just have absolutely no idea what the fuck is going on whatsoever.
Yeah, and he's just like, oh, okay, what is this, a metaphor for loss, whatever, grieving process?
Silent Hill, as a series, broad stroke is, this is my personal hell. That's kind of just the game.
Yeah.
Usually it turns out, I don't want to say usually, but in more than one of the games, it turns out that the person you've been playing with has been dead the whole time. They died tragically. Right. This is the awful, awful final world they get to live over and over.
Yeah, this is their purgatory or hell or whatever.
And this is entertainment, I swear.
Yeah, it's great. Loved it.
Fun stuff.
There's some entertaining shit in it, tell you that.
I don't recognize any of the cast, which isn't necessarily a bad thing.
No, I don't know.
But okay, so we start with James Sunderland, same guy, same name from Silent Hill 2. The game, the remake, both right. The lore. He's pretty rad. He's smoking a blunt and driving his car down windy roads real fast.
He's so cool.
He's so cool. And as Nas used to tell us, the car is it wasn't a convertible. It wasn't topless. His titties was out.
What?
It's the famous lyric from Nas.
But his car was a convertible and the top.
Yes, he said, don't say my car topless, say its titties is out.
Okay.
That's the lyric.
Gotcha.
Yes, it's
this new
East
Mustang that he's rocking hard.
Yeah, he's really cool. And he almost gets, hits a semi-truck head on.
Yeah, because he ashed his blunt on his shirt. We've all been there.
No one's perfect, but maybe on a windy road, slow down a little when you're ashing, okay?
Yeah, exactly. Come on, man. Watch where you're going.
And I didn't notice it, but it would be really funny. I did notice at the end when we're going to spoil this whole movie. At the end, when they're back here and we relive this section, I noticed that the convertible had its windows up. Oh. And I think it'd be really funny if the beginning scene, it didn't. And that's why the wind happened in the end.
Oh, that could be.
Like maybe he learned and then put his windows, but I don't know. Maybe I'm giving this movie too much credit.
Probably.
He spins out, avoiding this semi-trailer that he was about to hit head on. And he gets to like a roadside rest stop.
It's a bus stop of some sort.
Bus stop. Yeah, it's just looks like a bathroom in there, and that's pretty much it, like a public bathroom.
Yeah, it's pretty nasty.
So I assume this was some kind of like nature, like hiking trail, because this is exactly how the second game starts.
Yeah, it's like one of those scenic overlooks. It's looking at the lake and shit.
There you go. And so he accidentally kind of swipes, just hits this suitcase head on, blows it wide open. Woman comes running out. They're kind of doing like a meet cute here.
Oh yeah, I would have been like, bitch, why was your shit in the middle of the road?
Yeah. Like, what are you putting your stuff here for? I mean, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hit it, but I was smoking.
I was smoking and swerving.
I ashed my blunt on my lap. You know how it is, and I'm sure she would have went, of course. And I don't remember exactly, where does the scene cut? Doesn't he offer her a ride?
Yeah. Then he just gets like this weird flash of her drowning. And then it cuts to.
Okay, there was an abrupt cut there. I thought there was. I forgot exactly where it was. I also almost fell asleep twice during this.
Oh yeah, I tried to watch it twice before I actually started taking notes, and I just couldn't do it.
Oh, no. So, yeah, that's exactly what happened. He saw someone or possibly her dead in the water, and he wakes up in a drunken stupor at a bar. He's like head down on a table, which is not a good look at a bar. And then, surprise, surprise, there he gets cut off, and like, you got to go home. Come on.
Yep.
It's that time. But then he tries to start a fight with everybody and gets literally thrown into the garbage out back.
Classic drunk toss.
I even like my first thought, this is my first note I put, but I think this is a little on the nose, right? Like,
Yeah.
you know,
Especially because the psychiatrist calls him at that moment.
yeah, as he's walking home, his therapist, psychiatrist calls and she's like, "Hey, what's up?" And he's like, I'm wasted. And she's like, "God damn it. All right. Well, go home, get some sleep, get some water."
She's like, we were making so much progress. You were doing great.
Yeah. And then just be there at our appointment tomorrow. Come on, we'll right this ship. We'll turn this shit around.
Exactly. She's doing her job.
She's doing her best, and she cares about James. Like, I really felt that she did, at least in that inherent nature you kind of have to have if you're going to be a therapist.
Right. She wasn't court appointed. She was actually like
Yeah,
someone
there
who
you go.
does it because they love it. They love helping people.
They're love of the game, and she knows that James has been through a lot at this point.
Mhm.
And okay, let's me and you keep that in our minds. The therapist.
Right.
I'm gonna bring it up later.
Mhm. Oh, yeah. A couple times, probably.
Well, no, not because she shows up, but I just had a thought. All right.
All right.
So yeah, we're moving on. He gets back to his house, his bitchin' like artist loft.
Yeah. It did look pretty sweet.
It did look cool. And a painting just haunts him of the eyes. I guess the same eyes he saw of the drowning woman. He's out of booze though, which is a bummer. And then he looks over to the door and sees a letter on the floor.
What?
So we didn't see any of this in the Silent Hill 2 game. This is just, we were told he got a letter.
Yeah,
and
he
came
just
to Silent Hill.
started going, and it's like he got a letter from blah blah blah.
Exactly. So he gets this letter, he opens it, it's from Mary, and he immediately grabs his keys and goes drunk driving in the dark in the rain
Yeah.
towards Silent Hill.
Yeah. So right there, I think, well, he's dead during this whole thing.
Yeah.
Like that-
Is this where he died? Is this the moment?
No,
Or did he die when he died at the end?
I don't know.
Is that what actually happened?
Because like they just make it look like, he went drunk driving and the rest is going to be a dead dream. Like, I don't know. It's like they're trying to point you in the wrong direction or something.
Also, did you notice how many goddamn flashbacks were in this movie?
There were too many. And
There were way
There
too
was
many.
points where I was like, is this a flashback or is this real life?
Yeah, I was definitely like, wait, did I blink or something? Did I miss the transition whoosh? Like, what
Yeah.
happened? Are we in the past?
It was weird.
All right, so I got to pick this up because this is going to take a while at this space.
Yeah, I know.
So-
I'm like 4 lines in.
Yeah, right. James arrives at the scenic overlook from his dream or whatever really happened in the beginning. And this first shot where it shows him looking down, it is the exact same. It's the start
Yeah.
of Silent Hill 2. It's that camera. And even then, I'm like, nice. The movie, to its credit, gets the look right. I mean, there are definitely wonky CGI scenes for sure.
Yeah, there was plenty of times where it's like he's obviously in front of a green screen.
Obvious. It's very, very obvious, and it did not look good. But there's some where you squint a little bit, and for a minute, you're like, that
Yeah.
looks like Silent Hill.
Yeah.
So we get his mirror shot in the bathroom. That's exactly from the game as well. It's pretty. The movie looks good. And James sees in his note that Mary is at, quote, our place.
Yeah, come meet me at our place in Silent Hill.
And it's the Riverside Inn or whatever it's called, the Riverside Hotel. And he walks down these steps. It's a great shout out. I love this sequence. This is exactly how the game starts. You walk down a scenic overlook path and start towards Silent Hill. I did forget to mention that the road to Silent Hill the tunnel was chained
the
off
tunnel
or
was
something.
blocked. Yeah, it's closed
So-
for repairs or something.
So we get the titles. And at this point, I'm like, I don't know, maybe. I don't understand the beginning of the movie. We didn't need any of that with James really at all.
Yeah,
But then the story like quickly goes nuts and gets out of control. But James walks in immediately, just like the game, finds a woman named Angela. She's like, the water's contained. I'm building a dam. And he moves some
sandbags.
sandbags. I couldn't think of the word sandbag. Sandbags for her. And ashes are falling from the sky. And she's like, yeah, I'm on my own path. You're on your own path. Something's definitely off. She's very strange. And she's like, I'll be here. If you
Yeah,
need.
he's like,
or
I'm
whatever.
looking for Mary. She's like, yeah, you won't find her, but if you get tired of looking, come back.
Yeah, she was very much very nihilistic. I guess every character is.
Yeah, you got it if you're stuck there.
So that was Angela. We meet her. She comes and goes as the story goes on. And James gets into town, and his immediate thought was, let's assault a homeless person. So he does that. And he finds the boundary radio, the radio from the game, the radio
That allows you to know when shit's happening.
When an enemy's close, it gets very staticky.
Right.
And, I don't know if it works in the movie.
No, I don't think it did. Because it wasn't really needed. Because he doesn't really fight that much.
He doesn't. Yeah, there's not that many times where he's close to one and it like goes off. It's like twice.
Yeah. And it's always like, oh, it's going off. We're going to be transported to the poo world. And then
it's poo world.
Yeah. So it really was pointless.
So he assaulted the homeless person. A lot of bad green screen I wrote down here. And then first flashback into some kind of like museum club space. I guess it's a very trendy hip art gallery, right?
Yeah. I don't know if it was something weird. Just like something that they do in this town that every one of Mary's friends is there. Just talking.
All of her friends are there. They're all like artists or very like cosmopolitan, very like 90s chic.
Yep.
And I was like, this place, I wrote in my notes, this place doesn't exist anywhere, let alone in a town like Silent Hill.
Right.
And this is earlier in the flashback. The story was set that, and I should have probably wrote this down or mentioned it. I'm glad I remembered it. But James is with Mary. Mary is from Silent Hill.
Right.
So he's visiting her hometown with her at this point and meeting all these people. And she's like, would you ever consider maybe like, I don't know, moving here? And she's like, I know it's not the city. There's no clubs or museums or anything like that. And I'm like, we just saw one. We were just in like the coolest place ever.
There's a big club / museum.
Yeah, everyone like seems real on board with this in the town. Yeah. And the town's like 5,000 people and this place kicks ass. Like what is...
Yeah, and you got this crazy hotel on the water that apparently, and an apartment building you live 2 blocks away from that hotel.
Right? There's worse places.
Yeah. I mean, I'd live there. Fuck it.
I go to those parties all the time. So James leaves and runs into one of the enemies from the game, the armless dudes that just blast disgusting bile at you.
Yeah.
Which is...
flesh melting acid.
Yeah, it's pretty gross and it's pretty game accurate. Like you do get damage from them because usually you're like, all right, I'm going to bounce around them. I'm going to take down one. And then all of a sudden one blasts that shit at you. You're like, what the? Oh, you can do that? That's bullshit.
Yeah, because one of them blasts the homeless guy and you just see him flesh melting off his body.
Yeah, I don't know. He doesn't get any kind of story. This is just it. He's just fodder.
It's just how you find your radio.
Yeah. Someone had to die so you could get the radio. Steal the man's radio. Sorry, steal the man's radio.
Didn't leave it to you.
Yeah, that sucks. Wow, I didn't think about it like that.
That's all the guy had.
It's all yeah. So siren goes off. The fire siren, the town siren. What do we call these?
I call it an air raid siren, right?
Air raid siren, yeah. Like a big siren that went off, and we're on our way to Pooh World, baby.
Oh yeah. And now there's so many more of these acid spitters all over the place.
They're like, he's in the middle of the street. He looks left. There's like a dozen of them. He looks right. There's 35 of them.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
And all of a sudden, I just call them trilobites. They're like,
I don't know. They're just giant roach type things with alien demon bodies.
That's a great way to put it. My wife laughed at them several times. She's like, they're goofy.
They were. Like, why'd they have to show those weird looking faces on the bottom of them?
She was like, oh, they're cute a little bit. It was like seeing the bottom of a face hugger and seeing little adorable eyes.
Yeah.
That's what it was like.
It was like a tiny person with a beetle back.
And you know what? I'm not saying I hated it. I just thought it was a weird choice for this movie.
Yeah, I don't think it looked scary. It just looked weird. But I guess they were going for that too.
But they only showed those things like 3 times. They could have just cut those out.
They did. Yeah, they could have. But I don't know. He had to run away from something.
He had to run away from something. They're like a swarm enemy. It's very much like those beetles in The Mummy. Remember the Brendan Fraser, The Mummy, where the beetles are? Yep, of course.
Scarabs.
Everyone remembers that scene. No one liked it. Well, they liked it. They thought it was a great scene, but they got the ick.
The heebie-jeebies.
Heebie-jeebies. That's how our generation said it. So James runs in. He finds a building, blasts through the door. It's the apartment building where he used to live.
Oh, coincidence.
Yeah, I don't know if it was an accident or if he was just close to it. And he's like, wait a minute, I know my way around there. I'll run in there. Anyway, finds a staticky TV that makes his brain hurt. And he gets all kinds of flashback images. And he's like, now's a good time to call my therapist.
Tell her, hey, I'm not going to come to that meeting.
I'm not going to make the meeting. I'm in Silent Hill. My brain hurts. What's the deal here? And what do I have in my notes? He calls a therapist to make it stop. He says he feels her. That's right.
Yeah, he says, Mary's here. I could feel her.
That's right. Mary's here. And your therapist is like, I think we need to do a wellness check now.
Yeah, she's like, we've been over this. I'm going to call the cops.
Yeah, and he's like, I feel her. She's close. He's already sounding like he's off the deep end. Like there was no build to this.
Yeah. And then I was like, does that happen? If you drink that much, can you be that delusional?
Okay, this is a question I would love to ask someone who has no idea what Silent Hill is. Like, do you know she's dead at this point?
See, that's another thing. That when they flash her drowning face in the beginning, you figure, okay, she drowned in an accident or something.
Yeah. Is that supposed to be like, oh, she's dead. That's why this man is drinking. That's why he's a complete fucking mess.
Like that's what I'm assuming at this point. Yeah. But if they don't say it. She doesn't come out. The psychiatrist doesn't come out and say it until fucking almost the end of the movie.
That's why I'm like, was that supposed to be a reveal? I'm so confused about some of this.
Yeah, because then there's a point where it's like, oh, he leaves her. And then I was like, oh, did she kill herself because he left her? Or what the fuck?
Yeah, and then it's very confusing because when the therapist came out and was like, she's been dead the whole time, I'm like, they played it as a reveal, like as a big, like the twist and Scream, you know what I mean? And I'm like, wait, did people not know that?
I thought it was pretty obvious. She's gone. She was dead of something, but you don't know what.
Something happened that messed up James. He saw the dead body. He keeps painting the dead body. I think most people should have put it together, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so in the apartment, we meet Eddie surprisingly for our first and only time.
Yeah,
because he doesn't
come
back
in the game, right?
He comes back like 4 more times in the game.
Yeah, you have to fight him at one point.
Yes, you have to fight him. He turns against you. He has his own tragic, huge storyline, and in this, he's just
weird
some guy.
And he looks strangely like the main character too. I was like, is that the same actor, just with fat face on and shit?
No, I think it was
a different guy, actor. But it's still.
And then Eddie's like, he's living in this town and he's thrilled everyone's gone. Like he couldn't be happier that this has happened to Silent Hill.
Yeah, he's like, everyone's dead, man. Everyone's sick. How are you not sick?
Yeah, what's the deal here? Anyway, I'm glad everyone's gone. This is perfect. Then we get the spider boss, which just looks terrible. Like it looks real bad. Bad CGI.
That's the one where the fucking it's like it looked like a mannequin, and then its head spun around and fell off, and then it turned into a spider boss and picked its head back up.
To be fair, there are some cool parts in this, and I did write one down later I thought was really cool. But
yeah, it didn't look good, but it could have looked fucking sick as hell.
Well, it was a good bit with the mannequin, but as soon as the head started rolling, it was like, this is clearly CGI.
Yeah, and you're like, oh, it's gonna open its eyes. Wow.
Yeah, of course. So as he meets Eddie, Eddie's thrilled everyone's gone, Spider Boss, while James is trying to help this little girl he sees named Laura, and she clearly is not well, and Eddie's also not looking good. These people both look like they've been through it, and James looks, a lot more clean.
Yeah, definitely looks like an outsider.
Exactly. And he's like, we got to help this little girl, and then he's like, just leave her. Let's get the hell out of here. Something's coming. And he's like, oh, shit, you've done it. And he starts beating the crap out of James.
I love that part. He's like, oh, shit, that's Pyramid Head. I'm going to beat your ass and leave you here.
So he starts beating his ass. Pyramid Head shows up, and James kind of like hides, runs away, sneaks away.
Yeah.
And hides in a closet and sees a Pyramid Head kill this boss, this spider lady.
Yeah, very easily. Just pummels the shit out of her.
Just like cuts off 2 arms like it's nothing, and then literally beats her to death while James watch it.
That's pretty bad.
And it was crazy. That was one of the crazier scenes in the movie. But as Pyramid Head opens the closet, he sees James. He's about to kill him, and then the siren goes off, which really pisses them both off.
Yeah, it definitely hurts both of their heads.
Yeah, he's like, ah, and then we're back to normal. Cut to normal daytime with Pyramid Head.
Oh, phew. Lucky James, man.
Without Pyramid Head, sorry. So no Pyramid Head. He's gone. And James leaves the apartment and he finds Angela again. And this is exactly like the flow of the game. Like in the game, you first run into and you find the radio and then you go into the apartment. That's the next place you go. Like it's following the same flow.
It's exactly the same because you see Pyramid Head behind a gate in the apartment.
Exactly.
And then you fire at him from the closet.
Which was one of the best enemy fucking introductions I've ever seen.
Yeah, that's pretty badass.
He's just standing there. He doesn't move behind the gate.
No, he
like,
did
you can't
on this
get to
one.
him. Well, this one he absolutely
Movie.
did. But in the game, he's just still and he doesn't move. And you can go up to him. He can't get you. You can't get him. He just stares you down, and then you leave and move on with the game because there's nothing to do.
Yeah, what are you
just-
what are you gonna do? You gonna fight him through the fucking gate?
It was pretty great. So anyway, runs into Angela, and she warns him again, like, you're not gonna find Mary.
Just
Get out of
the
here
hell
while you
outta here,
can.
jerk off.
Just leave. And then James sees Laura hanging around outside. This little girl, remember the dirty little girl?
Mm-hmm.
And she said, yeah, the stall Mary gave it to me. And he's like, what do you mean Mary gave it to you? And she's like, well, later. And she runs away into Rosewater Park and disappears into some kind of art installation concrete maze.
Yeah, it's like a hedge maze, but concrete. So I guess it's a concrete maze.
Yeah. And then out of nowhere, as James is running around, he finds Maria.
Oh yeah, they don't say her name here. It's like just a weird woman in red. I wrote down.
Yeah, it's just a blonde hair, red. I think she was dressed very dated because she was dressed exactly like Maria from the game.
Yeah, she was dressed
And-
like I don't know, like a person who was out drinking all night.
Yeah, she looks like she's been out, but she says she's been there for 3 weeks, which is odd because she looks like
Normal.
she just got there.
Yeah,
Interesting tell. So you barely hide past this normal. I put you barely hide. I started writing this at points as if we were watching a cutscene movie.
I
when I was
know.
explaining what was happening.
I was like, you. I'm like, no, it's James.
Yeah, James. Yes. So James and Angela, he has the radio on him, or is it James and Laura? It's James and Maria.
Maria,
What? Jesus
yeah.
Christ. Neither. There's like 6 characters in this movie. And
Yeah,
I just
for real.
messed up. Yeah. So they like barely sneak around a truck as this enemy walks by. It was really stupid.
Mhm.
And he sees a building, triggers another flashback number 2. And the women I put from her coven just as a joke, but
Yeah, but apparently it's some type of cult or something.
yep. So the women that she knew, I guess, from years ago, that I guess you could say was her friend group, they like are escorting her through this city, town, whatever. And they sneak in through some kind of door that looks like a construction door or a temporary door or something like that.
Yeah.
And he finds a secret hatch. He goes into the basement of the sewers. And then he heads through probably the cleanest sewer system, I think, that exists on planet Earth. It looked beautiful with all the red brick.
Well, yeah, it was made specifically for these cults to have their meetings.
Exactly. They're not actual sewers.
Yeah. This isn't the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
You can't eat pizza down there. It's not sanitary. Then we're back. We're back in real time.
Oh.
That's it. That's it for the flashback.
Well, there's some
And-
weird cult shit going on now.
Yeah, it's strange. And James is going to get to the bottom of it.
Uh-huh.
And they're not super clear, but I'm pretty sure this is back after James has now moved here with Mary and they're living here.
Yeah, by the next flashback, you'll figure out what happens.
So they arrive at Brooktown Hospital, Maria and James.
Where he
there's
just assumes that Mary's there? Or did Laura say something about it?
I think,
Because he doesn't know where he's looking for her. Because she wasn't at the apartment. She wasn't at the hotel.
is this where they found the tape of Mary's voice?
Yes, right when
And
they
then-
get there.
Oh, right when they get to the hospital. Okay. That's a good question then. I believe there was something that led them to the hospital, but what at the apartment would have led them to the hospital?
I think he saw like a intake form or something
Oh, okay.
that said she was at the hospital for something. Whatever. Like a
I
bill,
remember
maybe.
Yeah, I remember there being a clue, but
Yeah,
who knows?
yeah.
Because that was his old apartment. That's where Mary still lived. He found a clue there and then went to the hospital.
Right.
Boom, nailed it. There's gurneys and beds everywhere outside, which is supposed to freak us out.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
I don't know why, but
I don't know.
anyway, we immediately find the recordings of Mary. We get another flashback, and we find out that there's a bunch of rituals, and Mary's father is involved in the cult.
Yep. Mary's dad was the cult leader.
Next up, they run to a room of the nurses. Classic enemy from the game.
wacky nurses.
They look good. They look good. And they look terrifying.
Yeah.
They did a good job. It wasn't like, was it the first Silent Hill movie or the second one where the nurses show up and they're like, I mean, there's no nice way to say this, but they're objectified in
yeah. I think it was the second one.
the outfits. Let's use that word. I think that's appropriate. They're objectified a bit more.
Mhm.
And in this one, it was more buttoned up. It was more like the characters in the game. So I don't remember there was a moment here too where the hordes of nurses. How do you say hordes of nurses? That's a tough one.
Hordes of nurses. Yeah. Hordes of nurses.
Hordes of nurses. Gee, woof. I'm also pretty tired, so you know. But hordes of nurses weren't a thing in the game, but they're very much a thing here, and they chase Maria and James to an elevator. They get in the elevator. They have to wait for it, and James is like, "Well, guess I'm killing a bunch of these nurses." So he starts fucking them up. One peeks through. Maria gets stabbed.
Oh, right in the abdomen. But that's okay because James knows first aid, and there happens to be clean gauze here.
Yeah, I thought that was a nice flashback to the game because the hospital looked exactly like that, obviously, and the healing items were behind those stores.
Yeah, they were perfectly fine.
Like in those cabinets. So I was like, I think that's a shout out. So I'll let it go.
Probably.
Pooh World, I guess, has bandages. Oh, they had bullets too, so why not? You know?
Yeah, right.
So then Maria passes out. James basically, he patched her up. And then she is like, I don't know what her motivation is. They don't do a good job here. It's very weird. But the sequence, she's like, promise me if you find Mary dead, then me and you are leaving together.
Yeah, because she's like, I know I look like her. I could tell by the way you're looking at me.
That was so weird.
It
The whole
was.
thing was unsettling.
Yeah.
And he did no such thing. He did not promise her. He just walked out of the room and runs right back into guess who? Laura. This time she has a really creepy real live baby, like a live living baby.
Yeah, it was fucking weird.
And James is like, where's Mary? And she runs away.
Oh,
She keeps
doesn't she just be like, isn't this where she's like, you never loved her?
Yeah, she's very deep, like evil coded, I guess, is what you would say.
Very much so.
So I guess you could say that by the demon baby she had passing it. But anyway, James continues through the hospital, and then the bed comes to life and taunts him to haunt him. Oh, this is where symbolism.
Oh, yeah. This is like from the game where, what's her name? Angela turns into a bed monster.
Yeah, Angela. And that was a whole like essay thing from her. That was her personal hell. The fire sequence that was in the game. Like God, it's really like they went to the fans and said, write down everything you need to see in this movie. And then the fans put so much stuff on this sheet that it was basically a retelling of the game. And then they're like, perfect. And they just made it.
Yeah. They got rid of I don't know. It didn't, I don't think it worked. You don't know shit about Angela. And
why should I care?
No.
I think there's moments where you need to like build characters and you need to, give me a reason to care about Angela, like at all. And they're just so obtuse.
Yeah, it's like this strange woman who lives here and she wants you to help build a fucking dam. Like, what?
Yeah,
What do
her
I care?
makeup looks a little off, I guess. I don't know. Yeah. And turns out she's also living her own personal hell.
Yep. And in room 318. I don't know if you noticed that.
I did not. What is the symbolism of 318? Because that's the same room
that's the exact time that fucking Mary dies.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it was so stupid. I don't know why I noticed that, but yeah.
So he's in room 318 at the hospital. They have to get to room 318 at the hotel, right? That comes up again later.
Yeah.
And it's because 318 is okay. Fine. So yeah, we'll just move on here. And
this is the fucking part that weirded me out. Because right after this, you wake up, James, you're in a hospital in Brookhaven, and the psychiatrist is talking to you. And she's like, let go of her, man. She's been dead for months.
Oh, I was reading my notes and I'm like, none of this makes sense. So yes, he runs into the bed monster and then he sees some cocooned goblin woman with 4 arms. I don't know who this enemy was. I didn't recognize it.
Oh yeah, that's
this is where I put in my notes. Who the fuck could ever follow this? And then the monster jams her arm down his throat.
Yeah,
they just jam it.
Yeah.
And then James wakes up. Supposedly in present day in the hospital in Silent Hill. Like the town is fine. Nothing of this sort ever happened.
Yeah.
And he's like, where's Mary? And the therapist walks in and she's like, dude, Mary's been dead for months now.
And at this point, I looked at the time of the movie. I'm like, how's there still half an hour left?
Yeah, there was, because this felt like an end.
Yeah,
and
it was the end. You're like, oh, okay.
Misdirection.
He was in the hospital the whole time. He was in an accident when he went there. But no.
And then James, his reply to that is, why would you say that? And I wrote denial and a river in Egypt.
Yup.
And then I wrote immediately after this, and I wanted to discuss this with you. His next line out of his mouth should be, well, who did I beat the shit out of downstairs by the elevator? Because That felt really real. Like,
Yeah, for real. Did somebody
there-
get stabbed?
are there some orderlies that are like broken arm over here? What's going on?
Oh, man.
I kicked someone's ass, I swear.
Yeah, and then we come from here to another flashback where he goes and confronts Mary about seeing her in that fucked up ritual in the basement.
So we're inceptioning this shit. We're in.
Yeah, that's why I've said this part it got me confused.
I mean, it ultimately becomes that he wasn't in present day. He goes back to Silent Hill. So was this a flashback inside a delusion?
That's what it feels like, right?
Why would they do that? This wasn't in the game. He never left Silent Hill.
Yeah, there's no need for that.
Okay, well, let's go over the next scene because this is the one that apparently fucking necessitated this nonsense. This is where James came in. He saw some kind of weird ritual with Mary covered in blood.
Right. Like she was fed poison and she was bleeding from her mouth and all this cultists were like lapping it up.
Yeah, it was very sex magic-y.
Yes, there we go. That's a good way to put it.
Rob Zombie's been at this party. Let's put it that way. And Mary comes home. He's drunk. He confronts her.
He's
and
being
she's
a real
like,
fucking asshole about it, too.
oh, yeah, he's not cool about this at all.
Like, why did you tell me about the sex magic? Why can't I get into it?
He's trying to act like he's drunk, and it just comes off being like he's just mumbling.
Yeah, he's abusive because he's like giving her an ultimatum. He's like, we're fucking leaving now.
Yeah, and she's like, no, I've been doing this like forever. It's not even a big deal. It wasn't real blood. Grow up. And James like, well, later. And he leaves.
Yeah, he's like, I'm bailing. I'm driving drunk again.
Nothing ever happens to him when he drives drunk.
No, if you have a Mustang, you're okay.
Yeah, I guess so. It's like some kind of like, I don't know, shield, some drunk driving shield.
Yeah, it's like if you have
Is
a
the
Mustang,
Mustang?
it's like walking around in one of those blow up sumo suits. You can fall down, you don't get hurt, you know?
Yeah. Blow up sumos. It's not a Plotty Time podcast unless someone brings up the blow up sumo suit. So I do have in my notes, back in real ?
Yeah,
World ?
exactly.
And so this is a very confusing scene because okay, if we're staying in just the little moment we had in this world, the therapist walked in and James is like, "Where's Mary?" And he goes, "Mary's been dead for years." And then he goes, "Why would you say that?" And that was it. And she walked out of the room, and then immediately she comes back into the room, and James is like catatonic staring out the window.
Right.
And as he's just staring out the window, the therapist is chatting with the nurse next to her, just spilling the whole fucking beans about everything about James.
Yeah, like, where's the confidentiality, man?
That's a HIPAA violation.
Yeah, exactly.
And then Siren, and then Pooh World. And then we're back with Stabbed Maria.
Yeah, so what was real? Was it all just a flashback and he just came back to like, oh shit, I was in Pooh World this whole time, having flashbacks?
I think the only thing that makes sense is that this was another flashback right to after Mary died. But this doesn't make sense because how did he die? Did he die like we see at the end James did?
I assume so.
All right, well, let's get through this because I'm very confused about this loop.
Yeah, it's not really a loop. It's just bullshit.
This is the thing. First thing we have to ask ourselves, what is the state of Silent Hill right now? Is it a operating town and we're on some kind of other dimension with James and, Mary and Eddie? Like, are we in a purgatory hell dimension? And then there's another layer below that, which is Pooh World? Is that what we're supposed to get from this?
That's what I assume. Because they don't really talk. They're just like, oh, that ash. Yeah, there's a forest fire. The hotel burnt and shit.
Yeah, so
I don't know.
The physical everyday Silent Hill is not physically operating in the same space as Ashtown Silent Hill.
Right.
Okay, that makes more sense because then it's possible. Well, it's not possible. I thought this scene might have happened after Mary died and then he was still alive, but then he die right after Mary died and he drove into the lake? Is that what?
According to what he does, ultimately, he dies right after she dies because this is all guilt just eating him away until he goes back and fixes it, right?
So if that's the case, you're telling me he delusionally created this whole therapist?
Yeah, I guess.
They didn't exist then?
And all those paintings and shit.
Yeah, the paintings, this is why I'm so confused. The bar fights never happened? James.
Yeah, why are you bringing that up in your head?
James. Yeah, it's your fantasy. Why would you be a drunken asshole in it? Anyway, okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, whatever.
We'll get through
Back to
this so
Maria.
we can fucking try to decode it at the end. But Maria, he was back with Maria. She's still stabbed. She tries making a move, kissing him. And she's like, we can stay here together, just us. This is still Pooh World, by the way.
Yeah, she's like, oh, that's great.
And he's like, nope, absolutely not. Later, he goes back to the elevator. He's just silent there, not emoting at all. Takes the elevator, and she comes with. I think she might be a demon, is what I wrote in my notes. And
yeah, and then she's like, why are you doing all this? You were free of all this pain.
yeah, she clearly knows more than she's leading on.
And he obviously knows he can control now because he made himself go back to Pooh World, and he makes this elevator plummet to the bottom floor.
He sure does.
Just does it with his brain.
He sure does. And I think this is where he realizes, and also Maria realizes, this isn't Mary. This isn't a Maria person. This is some kind of manipulative force trying to make
me stay in Pooh World.
Exactly. So that's why she's kind of all over the place. And then she comes up with, oh shit, I'm made. You think this is why Right. So there's a hallway that is seemingly populated by all of his art pieces. James says goodbye, Maria, and Pyramid kills her with a real bitchin' sword.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere, which I think is how she died in the game.
Yes. But this wasn't in the game, right? Where we get to see inside of Pyramid Head's mask and it's James.
No, we never saw that. Pyramid Head
I
never
didn't
took
think
off
so.
their mask.
That was stupid.
I think, honestly, I might have fallen asleep at that point.
It's just for a split second. They just show through the crack in the mask. You see light go in. You see James's face in there. It's like, oh, he made Pyramid Head kill her because it was him.
Huh, all right.
And then it's this whole thing he's making up in his, he's making all this happen. I don't know. That's what I tried to get out of this.
Okay. I mean, yeah. This is all right. We'll keep going. We're gonna power through this.
All right, we're almost there.
Then we got another flashback. Of course, this is flashback 5 or 6.
Mm-hmm.
Flashback / alternate world 5 or 6. And fucking Dreams is wasted, hooting from the bottle, painting. Seems like a lot of fun, actually.
Yeah, and this is months after she's dead, apparently, because he's got a full fucking beard grown, and he's just being wild.
Really let himself go. He still has his 8-pack, obviously, but really
right.
seems to be a mess. He grew a beard. He looks like shit, So he wakes up on a shoreline in some kind of shallow water in daytime, and he turns around. He sees the hotel on fire, but it's not burning down. It's just in flames.
Oh no! Is he gonna walk into it or something?
Oh, of course he is. And Laura's here, and she's like, "Are you ready? You think you're ready to face us?" Because again, the sheen is gone. It's not a little girl. It's
She's like, hey, finally, you want to fucking deal with this shit, loser.
So James runs away from a spreading fire at this moment with whatever. I don't know how I'm going to get into it. And he finds Angela in a room. And this was so creepy.
The flesh room. Oh, yeah. This is the part I was talking about. Okay.
Yeah. This is she goes see, and she's on her knees, not on her knees, but sitting on her knees. That's the term we use?
Squatting.
Well, not squatting. She's kind of like
the Land O'Lakes girl.
There you go. Perfect. She's resting on her shins is the best way I could think of it. But she's sitting like that, and she's see, and she lifts up her shirt, and there's these creepy ass hands coming out of the mattress, groping her. It's real gross.
Yeah, this was the
I
part.
felt very unsettled.
Yeah, this is the part I thought we were talking about before with the mattress person. All right.
And I just wrote, it's a metaphor. And James, in the game, she turned into the boss, and that's where you fought this boss.
Yeah, it was in this weird flesh piston room.
Yes, and you sort of, in a way, free Angela. Because in the game, Angela would still show up. She'd be around every once in a while, but she mentions several times, do you not see the flames?
Oh.
And in her mind, she always saw everything on fire.
Because she was in her own hell.
Yeah, exactly. But no one else did. You get it.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty cool. And he ends up, James, in this moment, he just sees Angela, and then he ends up getting kicked down a floor. Is the best way to describe what happened. I think Pyramid Head shows up and kicks him in the chest, and he falls down a floor. That sounds about right.
Something like that.
And he keeps going. He finds Mary Bed Demon, I put down.
Oh, it's another flashback here where he sees Mary sick on death's door, ready, and then she talks about how her father was poisoning her whole life, and then James actually suffocates her here at 3:18.
Yes, I didn't even get that far in my notes. Well, it's not that I got that far. I think I was falling asleep, and these notes got interesting. So he's talking to Mary on her deathbed. He gets to reconcile the whole thing. She appeared like terminally ill, like she was gonna die any second, but she's in a lot of pain, and she's like, "You know what to do," and he's like, "Got it," and he puts a wet rag on her face and waterboards her to death. Well, it's not waterboard. She
He
dies.
just suffocates her. Yep.
Exactly. And then in the end, he's in this burning hotel. And I just wrote, what the fuck is this? A lizard monster version of the bedridden girlfriend embraces him, insects swarm, and all of a sudden he's on the roof of the hotel.
Yeah.
And I'm very lost. There's a lot of flashbacks. There's a lot of trying to tie the loose ends together I don't care about. Eddie never came back. So we just abandoned him.
And there was a whole point where he went to see Mary's grave, and it's like her name was actually Mary Angela Laura Crane.
Yeah, that was
so dumb.
That was real dumb.
I was like, no, get the fuck. So stupid.
And so James takes Mary's body wrapped in a sheet into the fog, ash-ridden version of Silent Hill, loads her up in the Stang, right off the dock into the lake.
Yeah, he's like, I couldn't forgive myself. I should have died when you did.
And then in first person POV, James holds her hand as he drowns, I guess?
Yeah, as he drowns, you see him in the rear view mirror, just dying.
So then we cut to the beginning of the film again, where he's driving his Stang, smoking that fatty.
Oh, yeah.
Driving, about to get hit head on, swerves, spins, hits the luggage, sees Mary walk out, and it's very meet cute. It's very adorable. It's how they met, I guess.
Yeah, so it's back to the original, but this time he's like, oh, you're leaving Silent Hill? Yeah, me too. Let's go.
And this time she gets in the car and she leaves. We finish the flashback, and then that's it.
Yeah, so he got to help her not die from the poison that her dad was feeding her entire life, because that's how she died in the movie, apparently.
So did that give her like a terminal disease? I guess I suppose it doesn't matter. Whatever. She either got poisoned to terminal illness or had whatever. She died.
Yeah, it was the poison her dad was feeding her, and the cultists just kept feeding it to her after her dad died, and then eventually just was irreversible, and she ended up dying from it.
Okay, so that happened. That was a flashback.
Yeah, that was her. That was how she died.
That was how she died.
In
I'm
real
on board.
life, I assume.
In real, yes, that's like with lighting and the mood of it. It visually was pretty clear when we weren't in Silent Hill.
But when he suffocates her, a moth flies around and lands on the wall too. That I was like, what the hell does that mean?
Okay, we're getting to my question and my confusion here. Slowly, we're building to it. So I'm having a hard time figuring out. So did it happen in Silent Hill Ashworld that he took her outside and put her in the Stang and drove in the dock? Or did that happen in the real world? And, it's just happening again over and over in Silent Hill. This is where I'm so confused, because if he died immediately after he killed Laura, the therapist thing is just a complete and 100% total delusion in his head. The drunkenness, the painting, none of it happened.
I think all that happened. He left her. She actually got really sick, right after he left her. He went back. He's like, I'm sorry. I should have never left you, blah, blah, blah. Ended up helping her die. Felt terrible about it, because he's like, I should have died with you. I shouldn't have just let you go. Went on a couple-month bender. Ended up ultimately in the hospital with a psychiatrist and just not remembering the whole thing.
Okay.
But then there is no real ending then.
So then that means in our real life timeline, he helped Laura die. The putting her in the car and driving off the dock was more of a symbolism?
Yeah, I'd assume. Or maybe this is him, when he was just catatonic staring at the window. Maybe that was how the story ended in real life. And everything else we see is just what he's thinking now. Like the Ash world, the Pooh world, everything. I
suppose that's possible, but there's no indication of that. No guaranteed indication. It wasn't very clear.
Yeah, I'm just speculating right now, because there is no real ending or anything.
Yeah, now we're just trying to figure out what the fuck is happening. Because I was looking at my notes from the Silent Hill 2 game.
Right.
And I had some very interesting notes at the end where it's like Laura, as the little girl, never saw any of the monsters. Didn't see them visually.
Yeah.
She wasn't scared to be around in the game because she didn't see any of this. And then Angela sees only the fire, and she represents James's self-loathing.
Okay.
Eddie, in the game, this really isn't in the movie at all. But in the game, he's constantly talking about how people mocked him and called him fat and tubby and all this
How
stuff.
he
And
killed people. He shot a football player in the knee.
Yeah, exactly. He's James' hatred towards others is the symbolism. And in the game, nothing's really ever fully explained, and it's very open-ended, and you're kind of trying to figure it out.
It was totally different because like she didn't dive. Like there's nothing about a cult and her dad and shit, right?
There was nothing about her and her being in a cult, but the cult was in the first Silent Hill game.
Right. Okay.
So the cult, I think, were the ones that were bringing forth through rituals Pooh World and Ash World. I guess.
I don't know because Ash World can't be real either.
No, it can't, and I don't think the game was very ethereal. It was very strange. It was very interesting.
Yeah, but the game's way better because you actually just explore and figure this shit out on yourself. It's not,
exactly.
It's not a narrative. Like
they're missing a lot of that. I don't want to say exploration. That doesn't exactly make sense, but a lot of what you uncover about the world is visual that you see or interact with like notes and stuff and kind of put it together like a puzzle, like I said.
Yeah, exactly.
And in this, they're just showing you it's like showing you puzzle pieces, but not showing you like what the fucking picture on the box is supposed to be.
Right, right.
So you're just like, okay,
it's
how
like,
does that contextualize?
Look at this little section of the puzzle. I got these 18 pieces together. And these 18 over here. But what does it mean? I don't know. There's 1,000 other pieces.
They're both mostly blue. Is this an ocean one? I don't know. I don't see any fish. Like
could be the sky.
Could be the sky. I don't know. Fuck. So being someone who was a fan of the game and loved the Silent Hill 2 remake, I did get something out of this. Like I thought it was interesting to visually see some of the stuff come to life from the video game.
Yeah, that was cool. Like seeing like the monsters and the world actually itself looked pretty decent most of the time.
There were some times when most of the time, the best CGI was when he was walking through Silent Hill.
Yeah.
Like I thought the apartment or the really dark ones looked real bad because he didn't fit in with the lighting behind him. Like it didn't look great. It seemed kind of low budget, but there were some times where my brain got tricked into it. And I was like, man, this is Silent Hill 2, the game, isn't it? Wait, nope. And It did happen, and I do appreciate it for that. I thought that was really cool, but I can't imagine someone who isn't familiar with this story at all would get anything out of this other than there was a guy whose wife was terminal and he killed her and then eventually killed himself. And I guess, like, is the end the beginning of the cycle again? And
no, because he changes it at the end.
But then how does he change it? What powers did he get? That doesn't make any sense. Like
he has the memory of everything. And
he's rewarded for this? So was this a delusion in his head? The entire thing?
Yeah. Well, or he died in the fucking car accident.
Or he died in the car accident. Exactly. It's so confusing to me. What are we supposed to take as fucking what's the reality of this story? None of these worlds have to be real, and that's totally fine, but you can't keep sending me through different worlds and implying that some of them are real life and not explaining
exactly
what even a basic understanding of what the fuck's going on here.
Yeah, or give me a time frame of what these flashbacks are.
Give me something.
Anything, not just one little thing that the psychiatrist says, oh, she's been dead for months. Okay. Well,
and did we need this much, Mary? Like, honestly, did we? Because in the game, you don't have any fucking flashbacks. You get like some cutscenes, but they're very brief and very, obtuse. And I don't know, like, I think they were trying to give us some kind of different perspective here where James kind of has an idea in his head of what he and Mary were like. And maybe this perfect woman, he called her the love of his life.
How long were they even fucking together?
I don't know that. And long enough for him to move to a fucking middle of nowhere town for.
True. But he was already there on vacation or something by himself.
And also, which we didn't even mention this, but he's making money off art. Like, he's not doing bad.
No, if he has time to fucking just go on vacation and paint over here.
Or go on month-long benders.
Yeah, for real.
Well, if he did have a job, he doesn't anymore. So.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm having a problem, obviously, determining where I'm supposed to ground myself in this story. And if the point is for it to not be groundable, then
that's fine.
But
let me know that.
Let me know that. Give me something. It just, okay, like I was thinking about a different movie. I was thinking about how this compares to the Nicolas Cage vehicle, Color Out of Space.
Mhm.
In that movie, it starts from a place of reality. You see this family, they speak, they go through,
Right.
their town, they have conflict.
Alien shit happens.
Alien shit happens and things start devolving, and you get into a place where reality and senses and everything just combines.
Mm-hmm.
And the film does that and shows it in an amazing way. And I understand that I don't understand what I'm seeing, and that's exactly how I'm supposed to feel.
Right.
And in this film, in Silent Hill, it's like the opposite of that. It's just like throwing a bunch of shit at me, but I don't have any of the beginning context of how the fuck I'm supposed to feel about any of these people. Because, like I was saying, James has this idea that Mary was the love of his life. He has in death, he has all these perfect memories of her. And then we see the flashbacks and he's like abusive and shitty.
Yeah. And he's always just like a drunk asshole to her.
Yeah. And for what? Some blood rituals?
I guess ultimately he gets to try it again and hopefully right these things. How do you start a relationship with somebody you just had a relationship with for years and pretend? Because he calls her Mary at the end, like, oh, thanks, Mary. Oh, yeah, I saw it on your luggage. Like, get the fuck out of here. You're going to be doing this shit for the rest of your life.
Yeah, he's already been through this conversation, so this one was smooth as hell.
Yeah, it was, fuck out of here, man. I hated it.
So I'm still trying to figure out, so he got the chance to run it back?
He got the chance to run it back and save her life by getting her out of the town, getting her away from that poison, which she wanted to do in the beginning, but they brought her back. He brought her back to the town in the beginning instead.
So what you're telling me is that he earned the right to get the rarest of rare run it all backs because he killed himself after he killed her? Like immediately? That's what did it? What is going on?
Yes.
What is the story? Yes. Like, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
That's what I'm told. That can't be right. Like that's
No,
what happened.
I swear, like it had to be like a focus group or something. They said like, we need a happy ending. He can't just die or something. I don't know. It was terrible though.
At least him just dying would have like made sense. But it would have been like, okay, maybe the whole thing was real. Maybe parts were real. Maybe some of it won't. That's the mystery of the movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like if he died in that car and then they showed at the end cops dredging the car out of the lake and she wasn't in the car, that would have made sense.
Yeah.
Because then he killed himself months later after she was already dead. And
in his mind, he wants to remember it as
he killed himself right when she died. Yeah.
Yeah, I should have done this like this anyway.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It's a bummer. Like I really wanted this to be good. And it really looked the part, and I don't know how this script, multiple people see it and they're like, yes.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how it got passed unless Konami's like, oh yeah, we trust you. You did the first one, so you ain't gonna fuck this up.
And it's just like, I understand wanting to, make the fans happy. Obviously, you're doing it for them. You're probably a fan of it. That's why you did 2 of these, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, but as a fan, how do you do this and then be like, yeah, this is good?
Exactly. I mean, I know writing movies, it's not exactly, it's a big process. It's a huge project. They don't always come out the way you want it to. Everyone tries to make a good movie. Like there's very few bad movies who someone's like, I'm going to fuck this whole thing up. Like, that's not how it works. People care and they tried. And sometimes it sucks and that's okay. But I don't understand how it sucks this bad. When I think like reading the script, there should have been people being like, okay, we need to like throw the fucking audience a bone here.
Yeah. Can we tell them something? Can we let them know if there is a reality at all?
And yes, because that's the problem with it I'm having. The biggest problem is they're presenting things in one way and I'm trying to take them in that way. And if I do, it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah,
like nothing at all makes sense. And if that was the plan, fine. But you keep telling me in this movie that's not the plan. Yeah. So it's very confusing.
You keep telling me, no, there's something else. There's a reality.
There's something else.
So it was just, all in all, bad movie. Don't even watch it. It was worth the 28% on Rotten Tomatoes or whatever the fuck it was.
Would you? I mean, I would definitely recommend the original one with Rona Mitra. Is it Rona Mitra? I think is in it.
I don't know. I want to say no when we watch, but that's not it.
Sorry. Radha Mitchell plays Rose. Sean Bean plays the dad.
Right, yeah.
I would watch this movie again rather than ever watching Return to Silent Hill again or the Silent Hill 2 movie that came out. Well, the sequel to the 2006 one. Is that a thing? Did that happen?
I think there was a second Revelations.
Yes, Revelation 3D. Boy, I don't even remember that one. I just remember it being terrible. What is this? Silent Hill Ascension, Silent Hill Requiem? How many of these are there?
Weren't those games, Ascension and Requiem?
No, I think they're movies. 2017, that 15 years after the events of Silent Hill 3, Heather, James, and Henry find themselves in Silent Hill to deal with the nightmare once again. Is this a movie? Oh no, this is definitely the game.
Okay,
But
yeah.
why is there? Oh, whatever. I'm not looking into it.
No, okay, just
Fuck it.
it's done.
It's done.
I don't want to ever think about this movie again.
No, and like I said, it's a bummer. I wanted this to be good. I heard before we watched it, I did hear it was not great, but
Yeah, I was like, okay, well, it doesn't have to be great, but it's got to be decent, right? I mean, it's Silent Hill.
yeah. How
Nope.
bad could it possibly be?
Pretty fucking bad, it turns out.
I guess it's tough. I understand it's tough. These games are very vibe based. They're very puzzle oriented. And I understand it's difficult to translate that to the screen. And I appreciate it for trying, but seems like they made a lot of mistakes that they shouldn't have made.
Yeah, seems like it was easily avoidable.
Yeah, for sure. And to be honest, a lot of the cast I was not really down with.
Yeah, no, I didn't like the main character.
No, I didn't like James. I think I was fine with Angela.
Yeah, Laura was all right. She was creepy as fuck.
Hey, she's a creepy little kid. You know, they're always weird.
Yeah.
You can't trust them.
Maria, meh. Mary, meh. They were same actress, I guess, right?
They're the same actress. I was confused by a lot of her choices. And I mean, it's tough to play like 5 different people. There's like 6 characters in this and 4 of them are the same person.
Yeah. Yeah, she was Angela too, right?
Was she Angela? I don't know.
Well, technically in the movie, she was apparently part of the same person. It's like a holy trinity type shit.
Yes, but the actress was different.
Was it? I don't think it was.
Really? Because if so, I did not recognize that. And
I think
she
she just had black hair and was made up to look like she was hungover and shit.
Man, she got me. She absolutely got me. Man, her name's Hannah Emily Anderson. She's been in she was in X-Men Dark Phoenix, Jigsaw from 2017.
Jigsaw, get the hell out.
Right?
She's out there.
She's working. Good for her.
Yeah, maybe she does a better job somewhere.
I mean, she has to.
Yeah, I know. I was going to say, she almost has to.
Yeah. Sorry, guys, but this one was bad. Pyramid, like, would a normal person watch this movie and be like, who the fuck was that? Who was this pyramid head enemy? Like,
I don't know. You're just supposed to be, like, if you don't know anything about Silent Hill, you might be like, oh, that's got to be grief itself or some shit like that.
yeah, exactly. You're like, what is the fuck is this guy? And they do nothing to really explain. I guess they show him as James, but come on, that doesn't help.
Yeah, and the fact you didn't even see that, I was like, did I even see that? Because he's played by a different person.
Exactly. Yeah.
But then I guess he would have to be in the same scenes, but still.
All right. Well, let's land this
Yeah,
one.
let's get it.
Let's get out of here. I'm not mad. I'm just frustrated that I'm so confused.
I know. I mean, I find myself pretty smart when it comes to movies.
Yeah, I can usually get the gist at least.
Yeah. I know what they're going for most of the time, but.
And then even you watch some movies like Skinamarink and you're like, oh, no, I get it. The point was not to really have a point. You know,
Yeah.
But this was rough. Sorry, guys, don't watch it. I enjoyed speaking with you, Chump Slap, about it.
Oh, yeah. Good times.
And if someone has some thoughts about the movie themselves that maybe we were way off, where would they send that email to, Sir Chump Slap?
You can send that email to plottytime@gmail.com because I'd love to know if you directed this movie or wrote this. Hit me up and let me know what the fuck you were going for.
And you would not be the first director to hit up Chump Slap and
That's
say,
true.
no, you didn't get it. They wanted to get to us faster on the socials, like that director that messaged us the one time. How would they do that? Where would they get to us?
I don't know. Is Blue Sky still a thing? Reddit?
Yes, it is.
Reddit
Blue
sure is
Sky.
a thing. Go on Reddit.
Reddit, YouTube. Like I said before, like, subscribe. That really helps us out. Watch those videos. They're fucking awesome. That's all I have to say about that.
They are pretty sweet.
As always, shout out to Sandman, Drago the Slago, Gamers Little Playground. I am Panax Luis Guzman. Trust all reputable scientists, and probably the 3 of us will talk to you next week.
Probably.
Peace.
Peace.